Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Multiply Minute, where we're going to give you training in under 10 minutes to help you to multiply your business. Today, we're going to be giving you 3 steps to make more sales. If that excites you, let me know in the comments below. I want to hear from you. And by the way, if you are watching live, drop live in the comment. If you are watching the replay, drop replay in the comment. And if this is your first time watching, I always love to warmly welcome people. Drop a number 1 if this is your first time watching us live, because we want to hear from you. We're going to be getting started here in just a moment as I hear from you guys in the chat. Welcome, everybody. Where is everybody tuning in from? Let me know. All right. Making sure that we've got all the people and all the places that are connected and ready to hear our Multiply Minute, our training in under 10 minutes. This is going to be so good to help you to multiply your business. Hey, Cindy. Hi, Linda. Good to have you guys. Good to see all of you tuning in the chat. My name is Sarah Robbins, and we are coming to you live with our Multiply Minutes, where every day for 21 days leading up to the official launch of our best-selling book, The Multiply Method, we're going to give you one business practice to help you to multiply your business. By the way, who's got the book? Let me know in the chat below. A couple things to know. This is the last day to pre-order 5 at themultiplymethod.com. If you want to get in our book coaching club, which starts next week, 6 free sessions of coaching on the Multiply Method with me. This is not a book of stories. It's a book of systems. This is more than a business book. It is a blueprint that is actually going to change our industry. More importantly, transform your business and your life. All right. Who is ready to multiply? Drop the word multiply below. Drop the word multiply below. The more excited you are in the chat, the more engaged I get. Thank you, Cindy, for ordering the book. That is awesome. We are so glad. We are so thankful. And we cannot wait to help you to multiply. All right. As we get started today, who is ready to supersize your sales? Today, we are going to be talking about 3 simple steps to help you to make more sales. And by the way, this comes from chapter 6 in the book, Customer Acquisition and Retention. Customer acquisition and retention. And this is one of 10 of the systems that we'll share in the Multiply Method. You'll learn more on prospecting, so the art of inviting, presenting, and sharing, closing and enrolling, and of course, customer sales, acquisition, retention, social media, and so much more. Today, we're going to be coming to you live out of chapter 6, which is customer acquisition and retention. This is really all set up to teach you how to multiply your sales. So 3 simple steps to sales, and we're going to do it in under 10 minutes. So I've got 7 minutes to go. So let's go. Okay. By the way, do me a quick favor. The more who know, the more you multiply. Click the share button in your team pages or in your chats right now. And when you do, just comment below shared, and I will enter you into a raffle for launch day. Everybody who's been sharing these lives for a copy signed of my best-selling book, The Multiply Method. You can grab it now on Amazon. Okay. So when somebody expresses interest, let me just tell you, in your product, there are 2 common mistakes that people make. And I want to share those first that actually slow down your sales. Because who wants to grow slow, right? It's much more fun when you go fast. So if you can troubleshoot this thing, this is going to help you to make more sales, but also to make sales faster. Okay. So this is the number 1 thing that is slowing down your sales. I've been doing this for 20 years. I built the billion-dollar sales team that broke records in the industry. We served millions of customers. We had hundreds of thousands of people on our team. So let me just say this. Thank you, Cindy. Let me just say this. This is the number 1 thing that is slowing down your team. And if you're a leader watching, this is slowing down the sales of your team. If you want to create sales that grow month over month and lead a sales team into momentum, you want to listen in. You want to share this with your team. So here's the thing I want you to hear. The number 1 mistake that people make, number 1, is they lean too much into science, right? Let me tell you about all the reasons why this product is perfect for you. But usually a person wants to know, does it work and will it work for me? And the second mistake that people make is they lean too heavy into sales. They lean too heavy into sales. And here's the problem. Nobody wants to be sold to. Am I right or am I right? Somebody put right in the chat. Somebody. And nobody wants to be sold to, and you probably don't love selling to people either. So, what if there was a simpler way, 3 steps to make you have more sales? Would that interest you? If yes, put a big yes in the chat. I'm gonna wait for you to do that because I got to get your engagement here because we got to get things hyped up. Okay. And I love this. Some of you guys are like, you're admitting, you're like, all right, I've leaned too much into the science, I've leaned too much into sales, and it's just slowing you down. So, what if you could try something that was simpler? And by the way, this is what the multiply method is all about. I believe what we simplify, we multiply. What we simplify, we multiply. Because it's not just about what I do with the leader, it's what we duplicate. So here's 3 simple steps. Okay. Someone expresses interest in the product with you. You're going to write this down: recommendation, validation, enroll. Recommendation, validation, enroll. The very first step to make sales, if somebody reaches out, is to make a recommendation, and you're going to do that by asking one simple question. Write this down. You can rewatch it later. Make sure you share this with your team. Ask a question such as, if you could change one thing about your blank, what would it be and why? All these scripts are in the book. So if you bought it, you don't need to write all this down to your hand hurts because it's coming to you. Tons of tips and scripts and posts and prompts. If you could change one thing about your blank, what would it be and why? If you could change one thing about your skin, if you sell skincare, what would it be and why? If you could change one thing about your wellness journey, what would it be and why? If you could change one thing about your blank, what would it be and why? Now, if you don't have a transformational product, then you could ask a different qualifying question. Basically, the goal is with that first step is to make a recommendation and say, here's what I recommend for you. You want to hear them, not sell them. Next step is validation. This is where people make the mistake. Listen in, friends. This is where people start selling or give them a bunch of science. And all of a sudden, the prospect gets overwhelmed and they ghost you. They enter the witness protection program. Where'd you go, right? So instead, Cindy, you are on a roll today. Come on. I think you get a star for being such an awesome participant here. So what if instead you say, here's what I recommend. And instead of science or sales, you say, here's a great story of somebody who loves it and you're going to love it. Now, what could that be? That could be a before and after picture. That could be a testimonial. That could just be a story. So let's say you sell skincare. Hey, if you could change one thing about your skin, what would it be and why? And they say fine lines and wrinkles. Wonderful. I recommendation, our anti-aging regimen. Here's some great before and after pictures of it, of my friends who had great results. They love it. You're going to love it. All of a sudden builds belief, creates social proof. And then the last thing is enroll. How do we enroll? In a simple selling system, you have to ask for the order, right? We have it on, if we ask that, so we have to get your ask in gear, A-S-K, okay? Get your ask in gear. So that part of the story, the next step is leaning into an offer or a guarantee to create urgency, but also to calm any objections. So you could say something like, I can get you 10% off today. Maybe that's all the time, but you're going to say today to create urgency. How do you talk down any objection? Leveraging your company guarantee plus an unconditional guarantee or a 60-day guarantee, whatever it is. And this is your magic words. Write this down. There's so many magic words, just simple sells that will convert curiosity into customers in this book. But write it down. Would you like to give it a try? That's a question they have to answer, right? Instead of all of a sudden people disappearing, and where they go. Okay. We want to close orders on the spot. So I'm going to review recommendation, validation, enroll. If you could change, someone expresses interest. If you could change one thing about your blank, what would it be and why? Here's what I recommend. Okay. Next, here's a great story of somebody who had great results. Send them before and after, or a testimonial or story, depending on what kind of product you have. Okay. Then I can get you such and such off today, or here's an offer if you buy the products today. Plus we have a such and such guarantee. Would you like to give it a try? That's a subtle sell. These are words that are going to work to help you to make more sales. Wasn't that so good, you guys? Selling doesn't have to be hard. In fact, it is simpler than what you think. And by the way, if you love this tip, you're going to love the training that is provided in this book, The Multiply Method. And if you drop the word multiply below, by the way, drop the word multiply below, we are going to send you a link to buy the book and get free bonuses. You can pre-order right now on Amazon. And if you pre-order today on Amazon and enter your receipt into the multiplymethod.com, enter your receipt. This is important for you to know in the multiplymethod.com. This will get you tons of free bonuses, like a ticket to our virtual conference in the fall, our free Multiply Method workbook, and so much more. Content to Cash Masterclass, which is my social media selling system. Yes, the bonuses are so good. Okay. And isn't this simple? I believe what we simplify, we multiply. Who's ready to get the book and to multiply your sales team? I want you guys to head to Amazon right now and order the book. Don't forget, like, order the tab right now so you don't forget, because you don't want to miss out on the bonuses. Yeah, you can get the book later, but not the bonuses. And then enter your receipt into the multiplymethod.com. We'll have lots of goodies coming your way. So do me a favor, guys, right now, and drop the word multiply below, okay? And we're going to get you headed on your way to creating a sales team that multiplies. Who's ready to multiply, friends? All right, who found today's tips helpful? What did you love? What did you learn? I love this, guys. So excited to see all of the people that are going to be multiplying, doing book club with your team. I love it. All right. Selling is so much simpler than what you think. If you love this video today, make sure you share it with your team in your pages or in your threads. The more who know, the more who multiply. I'll see you back tomorrow for another great tip to help you to multiply. Bye for now.